You look really pretty today.
Oh, thanks. I've got new makeup.
I think that might be that, and yes, your hair.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Thanks. See, Rhea is one of the people that you should surround yourself with. Compliments me and makes me feel good. Did you know that the 5 people that you surround yourself with the most have a direct influence on who you are as a person, how you feel, how you think, and the results that you're getting in all areas of your life? Today we're going to talk a little bit about how the law of attraction plays a role in the relationships and the friendships that you have. So in case you don't know what the law of attraction is, basically it is a universal law that explains that whatever you focus on or think about the most is exactly what you will attract into your life. And this applies to people, it applies to money, it applies to relationships, it applies to your health and fitness. All areas of your life are affected by the law of attraction, and everybody is using it constantly their whole lives. However, most people are not aware of it, and so they're not using it consciously. And so how the law of attraction works in regards to friendships and relationships is that you will usually attract the type of people into your life that match the type of person you are currently being and the current vibration and thought patterns that you are currently putting out. Because when it comes down to it, you always have to remember that as human beings, we are made of energy. We are made of vibrations. When you look at protons and neutrons and electrons and the cells that make up everything in the world, everything is just different levels of vibration, and human beings are no different. And we can vibrate at different frequencies, which attracts different things into our lives. So this is why when you usually meet or find someone that is very unhappy, very negative, very judgmental, and everything always seems to be going wrong for them in their life, and it's because they are vibrating at a very low frequency, and so they keep worrying about all the things that could go wrong, which actually attracts them to them and makes them go wrong. Whereas people who are very successful, very happy, everything seems really easy for them, it's because they honestly, that's what they focus on. They believe that everything is going well. They believe that everything is, fine. And even if something goes wrong, it'll be fine. They think about making money, not like worrying about not having enough. Yes, this applies to your friendships. It applies to the clients that you attract into your business. It applies to the team members or the employees that you have in your business. And for me personally, I've dealt with so many different levels of vibration and the law of attraction through my business. And I just wanted to share a couple with you in hope that this inspires you to become aware of it and maybe make a change if you know that you need to. When I had my chain of beauty salons when I was in my 20s, I went through a period of having very difficult team members. I had people that lied to me, I had people that stole from me, I had people that criticized me and bitched about me and gossiped about me behind my back. I had clients that would show up and not pay. I had people that wouldn't show up. I'd had clients who would just like complain all the time, even though I was trying to do a really good job. And the reason why this happens now, I didn't understand it or comprehend it at the time. And to be honest with you, if you had have told me that I was causing these problems at the time, I was so much in my ego that I would have got so defensive and said like, absolutely not, I am not responsible for this. And so I had to go through that kind of period of, maybe I am, maybe I need to open my mind and think a little bit differently in order to make a change. But I realized that I was attracting all of that kind of stuff because, one, I was worrying about it happening constantly. I didn't trust anyone, and I was always thinking that people were going to do wrong by me, and so they did. 3, I was gossiping about other people behind their backs at that point because I was surrounded by other people that were also gossiping about other people and being bitchy and mean and rude. But it was funny, apparently. That was how we bonded, and that was a sense of humor for that friendship circle and in the salons with the team members and things like that. But it wasn't until I decided that I wanted to change that about myself until those people disappeared from my life. So it was really challenging to get real with myself and admit to myself that I was attracting these kind of things because this is how I was showing up and this is how I was thinking in my life. And as soon as I decided, it always starts with a decision. As soon as I decided that I was going to change and I committed to no longer bitching about people or looking for the worst in people or no longer thinking about what I didn't want, every time I found a thought would pop into my head where it would be negative, critical, judgmental, or negative focused, I would catch myself out straight away and say, no, look for something good instead, or think the opposite. And I trained myself over time. It took years. It's not something that just happens overnight. You have to retrain your own personal thinking habits. And I refused to participate in gossip anymore. If other people would gossip to me, I would either change the subject or I would ask a question like, oh, so what do you like about them? Or what's good about that? So I would try and change the energy of the conversation. And what happened is people left. I was raising my vibration, so the lower vibration people either would left or quit, or some ended badly, like employees, some clients just stopped coming back. But what then happened is that lovelier people that were more positive and optimistic and happy and friendly and supportive and complimented me would appear into my life. And so a lot of friendships ended, a lot of employment contracts ended. It was definitely challenging because sometimes it feels easier to step back into who you were, to go back to your comfort zone to avoid the discomfort of losing or ending friendships or relationships, but it is an absolutely necessary part of life. If you want to up-level yourself, you have to surround yourself with different people, and it is really important to be aware of the fact that you are responsible for everything that you're attracting into your life, including these things. There was a period of my life where I didn't actually feel like I had any friends after these relationships and friendships ended. Probably about 2 years. I felt like I had no social life and my friends were my family, until I once again decided I was ready to attract new, amazing, good friendships into my life. And sometimes it was actually a lot of people that were already in my life who I just decided to create better friendships with rather than trying to attract like brand new people. And yeah, it worked out really well. So if you want to attract better quality people into your life, and you want to become a better person, you first of all have to decide on who you want to be next, who you want to be now, who the next level higher version of you is. And you have to start becoming that person now, which means you have to start letting go of old things that weren't serving you. And you will find that once you do that, new people on the new levels that you want to be in will just appear. And that's how the law of attraction works. So if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love to know what you think. If you agree, have you been through a similar experience? Are there any more videos that you would like me to make on this topic? If so, comment below and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on future stories and episodes and tips and fun things.